Greetings, mortals, piercing queers. I got some good news for you today. Judge rules Texas must stop child abuse investigations of gender-affirming care against members of LGBTQ advocacy group. Let's get into it. A district judge in Austin has ordered the state of Texas cannot pursue child abuse investigations against parents providing gender-affirming care to their children if those families are members of an advocacy group called PFLAGE. PFLAG. The group is one of the plaintiffs against the state, challenging Governor Greg Abbott's order, which states that medical treatment of transgender minors, including puberty blockers and hormone therapy, should be investigated as child abuse. Quote, "There is substantial likelihood that the plaintiffs will prevail after a trial on its merits," wrote Travis County District Judge Amy Clark Meckham, who has previously granted similar injunctions against investigations by the Department of Family and Protective Services of two individual families who filed a suit. The Friday's order broadens the protections to include any Texas family that is member of PFLAG. Today, families of transgender kids in Texas who are members of PFLAG National find shelter from Greg Abbott's unjust order, Brian K. Bond, executive director of PFLAG National, said in a written statement. Texas Attorney General's office did not immediately respond for requests for comment from CNN. The same judge issued an order earlier this week blocking state child abuse investigation regarding gender-affirming care for any minor statewide. However, the Texas Supreme Court in May that the order was too broad and should only apply to plaintiffs within legal action pending against the state. Gender-affirming care is medically necessary, evidence-based care that uses multiple approaches to help a person transition from their assigned gender to one that corresponds with the sex that the person was designated at birth to the gender to which they want to be known. Whew, lots of it. Medical associations have agreed that gender-affirming care is clinically appropriate for children with adults with gender dysphoria, according to the American Psychiatric Association, is psychological distress that may result in a person's gender identity and sex assigned at birth do not align. Friday's ruling comes about 2 weeks after 16 current and former employees of the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services, along with the State Employees Union, filed a friend of the court brief with a... Man, I'm giving up. All right. So, the good news is we're seeing some good progress. I'm not going to keep reading this forever. You can read the article yourself. It will be linked down below on my YouTube channel. But this is some good news. Piece by piece, we are fighting back even against the most unjust of orders from Governor Greg Abbott. And we are seeing progress. With that said, I just wanted to highlight some good news. The good fight is being fought, and we are actually winning on some fronts. So, with that bit of good news, join for daily videos, join the Discord, support me on Patreon, and with that, y'all have a good evening. Good night.